Starts off like way back in the day, the black and white days, you know? But black and white could mean like anything before the 50s, just like horse and buggy days. But Nicolas Cage is Dracula eating people, and then Van Helsing and his boys come to try to defeat him. Renfield helps him out. One gets a throat rip, and boom! One explodes inside a priest. One of them was able to get like the shades off the window and light Nicolas Cage on fire. So that's cool, dude. I like old-fashioned sunlight affects vampire rules. And if you happen to light Dracula on fire, you better get out of the way, because if he just tackles you, he could just engulf you in flames too. Then after all these years later, Renfield, Nicholas Hoult, you know, The Menu and all these other movies, dude, he's bringing these dead bodies so Dracula can eat. Or needs a whole lot of fresh blood, and Nicholas Hoult is keep going to like AA meetings at a church. He's supposed to be out there like scouting like fresh blood for him, but now he's sort of gone soft and sort of like connecting with people. He hears a woman's story, and then he goes, oh, I'm going to get involved. And this is his thing, like, oh, drug dealers, I could chloroform them and kill them. Like, I'm not too bad if I'm just serving Dracula bad guys. His whole thing is chloroforming these dudes and then, like, dragging them over to Dracula. But, like, a Bane guy shows up with a max and then, boom, punches his head off. And this shows how strong he is, dude. Like, he's got to eat a bug first for his, like, powers to, like, fully activate. Yeah, because he's like Blade. He could walk around during the day. And he goes to, like, this New Orleans spot. Dracula keeps going, hey, give me some good quality meat, dude. Man, like a bus full of cheerleaders or something. But, dude, the whole mob shows up to try to kill this one cop, and he happens to be there, so he becomes like, flips the switch and becomes a hero. Server tray with both arms. There's a whole lot of Awkwafina shooting, throwing tables, chopping off arms. It's pretty neat. The cutting off the arms is pretty funny because he's like, well, you know, it's all in the wrist how you do it. A lot of these are pretty neat, dude. And, you know, like Awkwafina gets some like gunshots in there too. Seems like Renfield's specialty is these knives. Like he stabbed one in the head and stabbed another. It's like Evil Dead levels of blood too. This is pretty dope, too. It's almost like the Dark Knight with the Joker. Like, I'm gonna make this knife disappear. Bah! Headbutt that knife. Now he's like the local hero, and this actually makes Awkwafina and him spark a romance. And we know how it goes with Awkwafina, dude. She never ends up getting the guy in the end. First, Shang-Chi in a Marvel movie, and now Nicholas Hoult, man. 0 for 2. The mob actually goes after Nic Cage, or just runs into Nic Cage. They were supposed to go after Renfield, so Nic Cage goes like, get out of my house, and killed a couple of them. But then he actually bargained with him, like, hey, man, you're evil, I'm evil. Let's bring you back to my mom's place, and let's work together. And now what we were all waiting for. He's so good as Dracula. You're like, this is what I want to see the rest of the movie now. He floats above the crowd, and it's legit like a bit scary too. It's not like the whole movie's sort of funny, but him be Dracula is scary.
I am Dracula. Now, let's eat.
I don't know how many people will count at the church, though. He's just smacking people. It's all super quick. That's at least 3 right there. 4, 5. He bit one on the neck. That's like the one he, like, took his time to eat. Then just mostly just, like, slashed everybody. So the whole church crew got wiped out. Michael Myers Halloween Kills, the whole mob style. Oh yeah, Nicholas Hoult eventually got like an apartment and painted it all like bright colored. And Nicolas Cage like, hey man, when you gonna be feeding me more people like you did the other day? But then it's something like the police are corrupt and they came over to try to capture that guy because the mob was trying to go after him. And this dude has like John Jones long arms and everything. Or he just ripped him from all the way in the shoulder, dude. That looks so cool, dude. And he used them as like nunchuck arms, dude. Crazy. Yeah, nunchuck arms that become like double swords and everything. I mean, he's just beating everybody up with it, which is pretty neat. And then Awkwafina's just shooting people. Then he throws them like spears, which is pretty cool. Ripping a dude's face off was pretty neat, too. Boom! stomped in half. That's nice chemistry, dude. Like a nice double team maneuver. You gotta hold him while the other stomps him and falls in half. Heads will roll, dude. Police chief got his head taken off. Then Dracula, like, hooked up with the mob people and boom, head stop. That was sweet. It made them all have sort of superpowers. Awkwafina also had a sister that Dracula was using as, like, blackmail to join him. And boom! The mob son, man, he had an awesome death, man. Kicked him so hard, and, like Mortal Kombat. All his bones broke, and all his guts flew out of his ass. Then the mob boss, she sort of just got ran over by Dracula when he turned into a whole bunch of bats. Like a bat stampede or something like that. So he has those big old face-off with Nic Cage at the end. Chokes him, beats the hell out of him, traps him in a thing, and then they just cut him up into itty-bitty pieces, and there you go. That's Dracula. He's dead, at least for now. Oh, they use a chainsaw on him, a bunch of axe hits and everything, but what the hell is this again? It's like a Catholic protection circle. I mean, it's like close to witchcraft. I don't know what that has to do with it. The priest used that at the beginning, I don't know. And for that romance that we like invested the whole movie in, I think they ended on like a handshake. Not even a kiss or we're gonna live together. Nah, man. All these Hollywood guys friend zone Awkwafina.